I'm on a search. No, it's more than a search. I'm on a quest. I'm looking to find the perfect backpack. This is my Osprey Atmos 65. It's really comfortable. This is a great backpack. 65 liters, it can carry a lot of gear. My favorite are these shoulder straps. Very comfortable, very cushioned. Has this suspension system called an anti-gravity system. It's this mesh that stands out away from the pack, holds it away from your back a little bit. It's a framed pack and can shift the weight down from your shoulders to your hips so that your hips do a lot of the carrying. This is a great pack. But boy, it's heavy. It's just too heavy. Wish I had something lighter. Well, as I started into the Smoky Mountains, I got this Hilltop Packs from Ben McMillan. He made this as a custom pack for me. Has my logo on the front of it. It's made of Dyneema, very strong material, very water resistant. Love this pack. It is a frameless pack. You have to be very careful how you load the pack so that you have soft things against your back. And then the other thing is there is no air separation between the back of the pack and my back itself. I love my Hilltops pack, but when it's 95 degrees like it is today, it gets really hot on my back. Man, it's hot. I wish I had something that would separate it from my back like my Osprey does. But boy, it's heavy. It's just too heavy. Man, it's hot. Too heavy. It's hot. Too heavy. It's hot. This is the Osprey Exos 48. It is a 48-liter backpack. Smaller than the 65, weighs half the weight, and this weighs about 2.5 pounds. It is a framed pack, and it does have the suspension system in here, this mesh system that holds the pack away from my back. I think I found the compromise between the two. Time will tell. All right, let me tell you a little bit about this pack, and then I'm going to go through sort of the decision-making process that had me select this over some of its strong competitors, even other Osprey packs. So first, just a little bit about the specifications on this one. This is a combination of functionality, comfort, and ventilation. These padded shoulder straps are very comfortable, along with this large hip belt that's also padded, and then this lightweight frame transfers the weight from your shoulders down to your hips so that you can cinch up your hip belt and relieve some of the pressure off your shoulders, making it even more comfortable. It has this mesh screen in the front, and if you can look at it, you can see that it holds the pack away from your back. It's fully adjustable, adjust to about 4 inches between your torso to get the right torso height. My torso is a 21 inch, and so this is a perfect pack for me. I've got it adjusted just right. It's all the way to the top. If you're more than 21, you might have some challenges with this. If you're less, you can go way down to about 18, maybe 17 inches. Or if you're smaller than that, this is the large pack. You can get a small, medium, and even go down smaller. So wide range for your torso, and very, very, very comfortable. With this strap system, I think this really becomes a better option for me. As I get older, you know, my shoulders and my knees and my back and my ankles, they take a pounding, and I'm looking for something that's a cross between lightweight and comfortable, and also relieves me from the heat. This pack also has some cool options that I like. This system here is what they call a stow on the go for your trekking poles. You have this little loop up top combined with this loop down here on the bottom, and you put your trekking pole, the tips through here, the handles through this top strap, and you can cinch it up as you're walking, and it's all right here beside your shoulder. On the back, it has these straps that you can take and put a water bladder in there, or maybe my chair, or something that you want to carry on the outside. It has this strap system. It is a little strange in that this strap system sort of works through itself, but it's easy to manage. You can just sort of loosen it all up, and it will make it where you can adjust it fairly quickly. It also has this on the back. Now this is really, they call this an ice axe holder. I would never use an ice axe in my hiking, but what it does provide for me is I can take my tripod for my camera, and I can put that right in here, and I can carry it very quickly on the outside of my pack, and it's very lightweight and efficient. There's been some complaints, and I think they're justified, about these side pockets. These side pockets is where you can put in a bottle of water, you can put it in straight up and down like I have this one, or it has these loops that you can lift up to the side, and you can put it in this way and then access it as you're walking. But these load straps on the sides are made so you can cinch it up and have your gear all cinched up very tight in your backpack, and it doesn't flop around on you. Great idea, but it does come across these pockets, and that's been one of the complaints that I have seen, is that, well, why would you do that? Because when you tighten it up, you tighten up these pockets and they become inaccessible. Well, there's two solutions to that. One, it's called a one-bottle hydration system, invented by Matt Soriano. He lives in Norwalk, Connecticut. He's a one-man shop. I enjoy supporting these cottage industries, but you can see as you put it in, I have my smart bottle of water here in this pocket, and then the tube just comes out of it like really like a giant straw. It comes around and it snaps into this clip that comes with the system. This clip sits right on your shoulder. The clip swivels. You can adjust it to whatever direction you need. The tube just snaps right there into the clip, and it's accessible. Has this cap that goes over the bite valve to keep it clean in between your drinks. Easy to just sort of pop that off. Then you just have it right here for your mouth. With the one-bottle hydration system, then it makes this backpack complete. You can adjust the compression straps on the side of the pack as much as you want to hold your pack tight, and then you can still access your water very easily here on the go. I no longer need the holder on my shoulder strap where I can have my bottle there. I can just access it here. Don't have to worry about the water bladder molding or getting the water tasting plastic. The system that I got comes with this silicone tubing, bite valve cover. There's another way to tighten the top part of the compression straps on the side of this backpack without impacting your pockets. Let me show that to you. No one that I have seen that has reviewed this pack had mentioned that this feature. If you look right here, you've got dual loops that this strap is going through. So you can actually reduce the tension on your pockets and still tighten up the tension here on your sides. And that alleviates that problem that everyone has been talking about. You don't have to tighten up this strap that comes around your pockets, the side pockets, because this unique little dual loop system fastens it and keeps it from sliding down. A great idea that no one has really mentioned. Osprey also has a 55-liter Exos 55 Pro. It actually weighs less than this at 55 liters. And it was very tempting to go after it. There was two reasons that I chose this, three reasons. There were three reasons that I chose this pack over the Exos 55 Pro. First is that I didn't need 55 liters. Over the years of hiking, I have reduced my gear down to where about 45 liters is all that I need. And this is a 48, so I've got more capacity in here than what I really need. But that's nice, especially when you start to add on some winter gear to have a little bit more capacity, but not a lot. I like that. The Exos 55 Pro also did not have the stow and go system for your trekking poles. And if you've seen some of the Appalachian Trail hiking videos, you'll note that there are places when you are doing some boulder scrambles that you have to put your trekking poles away. It's really nice to be able to just set them up on your shoulder strap real quickly so that you have quick access to them and that you can also stow them away quickly. I really like this system, and that was a major consideration when I chose this pack. And then finally, and what became really the decision maker, was the way this harness system is adjusted. If you look here, this harness system is designed where you can adjust it up and down by taking this out, and then you can move it up and down into these other slots. And you see how this works. This is very, again, I think very ingenious. You've got this little tab. It goes through here, and then it sets down, and then it locks in place right there. Well, the Exos 55, it had a similar system, except the tabs. And it had side tabs, and you just sort of slipped them into the sides. And everyone that I saw in the review talked about how they would slip out. When you took your backpack off, the tabs would start slipping out, and when that happened, you had to readjust and put everything back together again. And people would say, well, that's not a big deal, but to me, it is a big deal. I don't want to have to keep adjusting my pack every time I take it off and put it on. So those three things are the reason that I chose this over the lighter Exos 55 Pro. The stow and go trekking pole system that's on here, this harness system, I think is far superior. I don't know why they don't just make that a standard on all of their systems. Osprey, that's just a hint. If you've got something that works, then continue to use it. And then finally, this is the right size on the capacity that I need. About 45 to 48 liters is all I need. Oh, something else about this one that I hadn't told you is this also has a lid, or sometimes it's called a brain. And you can take this off for even lighter load if you want to. It has a cover that comes out and snaps in place. But this lid underneath has this mesh pocket that you can put things in, maps, papers, headlamp maybe, something that you might not want to get wet. It would cover it up. Has a place to put your keys if you want to do that. And this snaps in place. And the lid itself is just another large pocket. That's where, for me, I'll put my batteries and my gloves, maybe my rain jacket, those kind of things would go in there that I need quick access to. This is a well thought out bag. It's made of a completely recycled materials. It's very tough and rugged, it feels like. And then the thing that you can't get past with Osprey is their warranty. They have a lifetime warranty that if anything happens on this, I can send it in, they'll repair it. If they can't repair it, they just replace it. So very excited to get this out and get hiking with this Exos 48.